everyone. Welcome back to ResiPod, your favorite space for real talks and fresh perspectives. Today, we are celebrating International Women's Day with a deep dive into something we all feel but don't talk about enough: Millennial versus Gen Z women navigating personal and professional life like career, relationships, self care, expectations, hustle culture, and the constant pressure to have it all. Who's got it tougher? Are millennials really stuck in the grind? Is Gen Z redefining balance? Or are we all just figuring it out as we go? No filters, no fluff, just raw, real, and relatable conversation. Let's get into it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 10th episode of ResiPod. This is a very special episode, not just because it's our 10th one, but it is also our International Women's Day special, where we discuss the similarities and differences uh, women's face in many walks of life, including their personal and professional ones. I'm Tanya Mohan, and joining me today are two lovely ladies, Dr. Sangeeta Paul and Miss Selvamati. So, Sangeeta, can you introduce yourself, please?
I'm Dr. Sangeeta. I have been associated with Resil over a decade and leading R&D as a manager.
Selvamati.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Hi, I'm Salomati. I've been working in Brazil for almost close to 2 years now, and I'm working in N9ARC, which is Textile Specialty Chemicals Application Lab.
Thank you, ladies. So, one of the hot topics these days globally are the differences between millennials and Gen Zs. Right? So, you're a millennial and you're a Gen Z.
Yeah.
So, however, what we don't normally talk about are the similarities between the two as well. So, in today's session, let's talk about the differences and similarities across generations from a women's perspective. So, Sangeeta, tell me, how did you get into this line of work? And what was your support system like during the process?
Yeah, sure. So mainly, I actually come from a very, you can say, middle class family, and mainly they will be always focusing on studies. First preference will be always education. So my father was a government employee and always encouraged me, to study well. So that time it was not like, you have to choose some specific profession kind of thing. That was never there in 80s 90s, but it was always like you study well so that you can think differently from others. So that kind of encouragement was always there from my parents, and I chose uh, in BTech textile technology. So I have continued MTech, and later I pursued PhD in textiles only. So basically, my area of interest always R&D research, and Razel actually gave me that chance of bridging that research to real world application. So I came through passion also, support, extreme support from my family and my friends also. So that was full how I uh, pursued my career in textiles.
And so, Sangeeta, you were a PhD
Yeah.
doctorate candidate.
Yes.
So, uh, if I'm not wrong, you got married around that time, didn't you?
Yes.
So, what was the support from your husband and in-laws like?
So it was like, that time when I was around 28, and I completed my just coursework in PhD. So after 6 months, I have enrolled for PhD. I got married. So support definitely. I got a huge support from my in-laws also, my parents also, and my spouse also, and they were not into forcing kind of situation like uh, you cannot do these that after marriage. So it was very smooth journey when I will be talking about my marriage. But yes, some kind of societal pressure was also there. Okay, before, if you can continue, like if you are married before PhD, you would have been really great. But somehow I managed, after just starting with the PhD, and I got married. So what happened? I just shifted from West Bengal to Delhi, for PhD, and only my spouse was there. So he helped me in all my stages of the PhD course, and in this way only I could actually continue, completed my PhD also. So it was the journey of my PhD degree.
That's good to hear that you have such a strong support system. So, Selvamati, you're in the application research department.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not very common for women to get into this department. Not many women are in this department, right? So, what was your path like?
Yeah, so once when I enrolled in BTech Textile Technology, at that time also we were having very less women strength. But like when I told my parents that I want to pursue this degree, there wasn't any complication like why you are choosing this. You can, behalf of that, you can go to nursing where women are like more women are present. So it was my parents were so supportive at that time. When I pursued, I joined my hostel at that time, and my parents were living in Mumbai, but I was studying in Coimbatore. And there weren't any question like why you are going and living in another city alone by yourself. You can choose a college nearby, you can stay with home with a family, why you have to live alone like that. So my dad, he supported me through this. He was making sure like whatever you need, anything, my relatives are there in Tamil Nadu, they can support you. You go, you study. So it was, even though he knew that in this profession more like more number of guys are working in this profession, still he supported me through that. So like that I chose this path and I came here.
That's good to hear. I think for all working women, family support is
It's
everything,
very
isn't it?
important. Yeah.
So, talking about family dynamics, how has your family dynamics changed over the years, Sangeeta? Before marriage, after being a mom?
Yeah. So yeah, before marriage, it was like responsibilities wise. They used to take care. My parents used to take care of all the major responsibilities, but they actually taught me that it is not only education or studies. You have to be really good in household chores also. So as a woman, you should know how to cook and how to take care of yourself as well as household chores. Okay, so cleaning things and how to buy things, so everything comes automatically, you can say. But yeah, definitely it was not my primary duty to support all the household things, because mom was there all the time to support for other things. It was like my part. I have to be really really good in studies also, and cleaning things whatever is I am responsible for. Okay, so that thing they made sure I should be knowing. For my brother, actually it was not compulsory to know all the things, but yeah, definitely small thing also he used to help. But for me, yeah, because elder kid and also a woman, maybe that is the major thing that time, 80s and 90s, and it was very much like common. So we are used to that scenario. Women should know each and everything.
Yeah.
So after marriage, it was like a normal kind of pressure only, but studies and also making hope nice, taking care of the food preparation to cleaning everything. So we used to share also, because that time in-laws were not there with me, only spouse was there. He was also shared the responsibilities. And after yeah, becoming mom, it was really a tough time, we can say, because that time I was completing my PhD, and I was
Okay.
again back to West Bengal, and with a small kid, my parents, my brother, my sister-in-law all helped in that uh, crucial time when I was actually writing my thesis as well as taking care of the newborn kid. So because of them only I could complete PhD successfully, and then only I came to Bangalore again to start my career. So in this way, actually shifted actually before marriage and after marriage and becoming new mom. It's like very different stages of life and faced different challenges and as well as support also.
So,
So
Sangeeta, you have a preteen daughter, right? So, do you see a change in her childhood as opposed to that from yours?
Definitely, definitely. Because when I was a kid and growing stage, that time mom was very handy. So whenever I'll be bad, I will be like, can you just provide me some food and all. Now when my daughter is 12 years old, so when she will be back, I will not be there. My husband also will not be there. So both will be going for work, and she will be back, and then she will actually warm her food on her own, and she is mostly independent, very much independent at this age. When I was little bit dependent, though I'll be knowing many things, but she is more dependent on herself. So I could see transition also, and the support both parents are giving and also making her independent, it's quite different, that
And
I feel.
also the responsibility that she's taking on herself,
Yeah,
right?
that is also, yeah, big shift, mental, you can say, the
Yeah.
maturity level also is going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salmamati, what about for you? You've lived alone at some stage of your life as
Yeah,
well, right?
yeah,
So how does all of this work in your perspective?
yeah. So during my school days, I was living with my family, with my mother and father. So as ma'am said, like to her childhood, it was like the household chores were expected from her. I also have one brother, and my mom and dad, they never made me feel like you are a girl, so household chores should be done by you. It was equally splitted. Like if the house is dirty, means they will scold both of us. They will not point it like why you are not cleaning it. So they were so easygoing with me and my brother. Like this is survival skills. You have to keep your surroundings clean, no matter if you're a guy or if you're a girl. It is your responsibility. You should learn cooking. It is not like your sister will cook. There were questions, both of us, we both were having same kind of questions, regardless being sister and brother. And as ma'am said, my mother was also a homemaker. So I was more dependent on her. Once I started living alone, I had to learn more things by myself. I started cooking at that time. Like I used to cook, but after that I had to cook like 3 course meal and all. So at that time I realized, okay, I got more support from my mother. Maybe I won't be able to give this much support because anyhow I will be working. So my kids will get that much support. I can't say like sure make sure of it. So that was one learning point in my life when I started living alone.
But that's very nice to hear that your parents were very strict about equally splitting
Yeah, yeah,
responsibilities.
yeah,
I think that's the change
Yeah,
between
yes, yes.
generations
I
also.
could see, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's a very nice
Positive
thing,
change,
very
yeah.
positive
Very
change.
positive.
Yeah. So you also touched upon some areas of societal pressure that you were facing.
Yes.
So one thing that's very common across generations, across women of all backgrounds, age categories, etc., in India is societal pressures. Not necessarily from your immediate family, let me
True.
clarify that, but from society at large. How did that come into play for you? And also, that takes a mental toll, right? How did you manage
Definitely.
that?
Yeah. So, what happened? Like, I think this is also happening right now. Also, I could see in my cousin's life and all. After graduation, only people will be having that fixed mindset. That growth, I can't see much. A fixed mindset is like graduation is completed, so it's very right time to get married. So that statement I have been hearing for last, I think, 4 decades, and now also, I guess nothing has changed much. And after my graduation, also it started because of my immediate family support. I could go through, very smoothly. But neighbors and some relatives will be having that curiosity to know why after graduation also I'm not getting married. So this is like age old question that may not change immediately, or I don't know when it will be changed, but it was there. So that was one part. And after marriage, then when the first kid will born, and then after first kid it might come as like second kid. So different time, different question will be there, and I somehow coped up, but luckily no one asked about the second kid. And to some extent, I'll say I have been lucky because immediate family always supported that aspect. And not only this, but it is not about only marriage and kids. It's all about how I dress that time. Wearing denim top also was not very welcomed. Okay, and having a friend who is a male, that is also not at all welcomed. So some of the societal pressure, that kind of thing also I have faced. Luckily or unluckily, I don't know, my BTech all batchmates were male and I was the only female. But they respected me in that way. I could survive 4 years of BTech journey. They all were amazing to me and they are still my friends. So, different phases also I have seen. Uh, yes, different people expected different things from me in my life, because some common question of marriage, how I dress, how I look will be there. Some aspect has been changed, but this marriage question, I don't think it has changed over time.
A never ending process,
Never
is
ending
it?
process. Yeah.
What, once you finish your 10th, okay, what are you doing? Was
Yes.
that when you getting married? Was after that first kid, second kid? Why are your kids not studying
Studying
properly?
properly.
What is your plan for your kids? It's a never ending process.
True.
So one, just curiosity, you said you were the only girl in your class, and you said your friends treated you with respect, etc. How did the society take that?
That's why when because they were my friends, so they used to come to my home. I cannot change that. I cannot make them female, and that will be like impossible thing. So I had to be really careful so that I should not walk with them when they will be going back to their home. Sometimes saying them bye also, it will be like my mom used to say, why you have to go down and say bye? They will go on their own way. Okay, so those kind of things also I have faced. I don't think that is right now matter anymore. But that time wearing things and friends who are male, it's really challenging.
It
I
must be your
faced
neighbors that have a problem with it,
always,
right?
always. They will be looking at who is going from no Sangeeta's home. So that challenges I faced. Yes, 4 years of my BTech journey that I faced.
I think part of those problems still exist.
Yes, ma'am.
Still,
Yes.
Still
still,
exist.
yeah.
That marriage.
Yeah, not just marriage, I think male friendships also
Male
is a
friends.
serious problem even today, no matter how much the world has
World is,
progressed.
yeah.
So, what about you, Salvamati? Like you said, yes, there is still the same pressure that's happening. So, how are you handling that? And, you
So,
know,
as ma'am said, like it is still there in our society that after graduation, now the girl is ready for to get married. So once I finished my BTech, the same thing happened in me, with me. The same thing happened with me. So my dad was very supportive throughout my BTech. But once I finished my BTech, once this talk started, he also like behaved like common man of Indian society. Was like, okay, let's find a guy for you. Then I was so sure that no, I just finished my BTech, so it is not possible right now. But then again, what is your plans? Along with the society, he also started pressurizing me. So at that time, my mom supported very, like, I am so thankful that she supported. She was clear that, okay, I'm a homemaker, but if I got a chance, I would be working. I wasn't able to finish my education. So she shouldn't be doing the same thing. So she empowered me and she made my dad realize, see, you are also working in office. There are women working in office. So let her also study. And as ma'am said, that dressing changes. My dad also, he was so strict about my dressing, everything. Then it was my mom. See, those girls, they are talking to other guys. If she will not talk today, after tomorrow when she will work in her workplace also, she can't talk to guys. We can't make
Very
sure in
true.
her office everyone will be girls. So she has to start talking from this age. Then only she will start to talk, and let her wear dresses in which she is comfortable and she is confident with. She should not feel like she is out of the society. As that time we were living in Mumbai, so basically we are from Kanyakumari. So my dad would expect that I should dress according to how in my native girls are dressing. But in Mumbai, they will be like wearing normal jeans top. So she should not be separated from the society in initial days itself. My mom was so clear about that to my dad. So slowly, with the strength of my mom only, I was able to navigate all the relatives' question. And still, I'm 27 years old. Still, they will be asking me when you are getting married. I will escape all the functions also mostly, so that I don't have to answer those questions. So it is completely because of my mom's support more than my dad's.
Yeah, I did that too. So I get what you're saying. No family functions
Yeah,
unless very important ones,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah. So you just mentioned that your mom empowered you.
yeah.
So how do you think, if more women started supporting each other and empowering each other, how do you think that we can manage societal pressure, at least, to some extent? Because a lot of the pressure that's put by society are also by women, let's
Yeah,
face
yeah,
it.
yeah, that is there, ma'am.
So how do you think if women started supporting each other rather than, you know, bitting it against each
Yeah,
other, how do you think the world will change?
yeah,
Possibly.
that can put a massive impact. Like what we can say, if we are expecting a support from anyone, it should be first as a woman, because woman can understand woman. We can't expect guys to understand us. What we are going through can be 100% understood by same gender. So if woman empowerment should be, according to me, it should be starting inside household itself. Mother-in-law should be supporting a daughter-in-law, sister-in-law should be supporting her sister-in-law, mother should be supporting a daughter. No matter what is the generation, they should not be comparing. At our generation we were like this, they should be going along with, because she's happy. That is the most important thing. It is not about what you lived your life. Definitely there are changes. So if you weren't able to wear those kind of dresses and now you are poking that why she's wearing those kind of dresses, is not, actually that is not going to help anyone. You should adapt. Okay, now society has changed, she's wearing, okay, fine, she's having male friends, they are studying with her, they are working with her, we didn't had, okay, the society has been improved, we should take it in a positive matter. So if women cannot listen and understand women, we can't expect anything from guys. We should be stronger within us, then definitely our fathers will understand, our husbands will, like everyone in our family, men's will definitely understand according to that. And that is how the changes will happen in whole society.
Yeah. Sangeeta, do you agree with that?
Yes, sure. I mean, in continuation with that, I really want to add some of the aspect that I have explored. Women should be listened. Okay, should be listened actively by other women. So what I have found out, my mom used to say so many things. Sometimes people will not be having that much time. My father will be busy with work, my brother also. It is like my responsibility was there to listen to her, because so many things will be there. Woman wants to share with a woman also, and when you will be hearing them actively, so much of pressure we can actually release. That is one part. Second part is then comes the motivation. Okay, how we can motivate that person to do or to follow her passion. So there are some aspects that I feel like women empowerment through entrepreneurship programs and all in my society also. I would like to mention here, like homemakers, they are preparing their everyday homemade food, and they're making it little extra so that they can sell in that society also, and they can earn a little bit of money. Okay, so these things I feel as a woman we should encourage them to make a big business out of that if they wish to. And this kind of empowerment, I think women can support other women in this way. So these are some aspects that we can actually help in growing other women. And we should be able to listen and then also motivate other if they really want to pursue anything. So these are some of the things. And always you try to take care of your health, because women health actually changes over time really a big way. So they should be very concerned about their health, self care, and they should exercise also. So some of the aspect I feel like we should be motivating others, uh, just not for to do a business or kind of follow the passion. It is also how to take care of their health. and mental health also, and physical health also. So both the way how they can lead a very nice and healthy life.
Okay, so you just mentioned women need to be heard, they need to have female friends.
Yes.
So I think that's also a very common trend that's starting in the world where, uh, actually it's not very recent also, because kitty party is an age-old
Yes.
concept.
Yes. Yeah.
Now it is a progressed to girls' trips, girls'
Yes.
nights,
Yes.
Galentine's Day,
Yes.
etc. So how important do you think female friendships are?
Very important. Very important, because they can open their heart with the female friends like anything. So I have many, and I'm really glad I have. Whenever I'll be, feeling low, or I need to talk, so I'll just call some of my friends who are few hours away. All are in Bangalore mostly, and some are in different places of India. So they are very important in our life, because you can open your heart out, and you feel actually connected with those friends, and you love to talk to them. And I feel that is very me time kind of thing. So you will feel like,
Very true.
yes, I'm connected with those who are there for me at any time. So it
Very
is very
true.
important to have female friends in your life.
Yeah, I think, like Sangeeta said, it's very important. And in today's world, it has sort of also evolved where somewhere I was just reading now, friendship is sending reels on Instagram.
Yeah.
Do you do that with your
Yeah,
friends?
yeah, sure. Because like sometimes it is not easy to tell everything that you're feeling to your parents, and even elder people also, they can't relate it, because anyhow there is a gap, there is a generation gap.
Yeah.
So at that time it is always friends. They will
Yeah.
be like no savior. Even if I'm having a bad mood day, this happened, that happened, I will rant it with my friend, and then she will say, okay, you take a deep breath, you do this, do that, you'll feel good, or else weekend we'll go out. So, and many of the thing is like, me and her will be having the same kind of problem. Today I'm facing this, in after 1 month she will be calling me back for the same problem. She'll be like, okay, for me also they are bringing 2 3 alliances, I can't say yes now. What should I do now? Like, she'll be calling me. So if when I will talk to her, she will feel a bit calm. So it is like, as ma'am said, it is again a me time. And as ma'am has mentioned that woman health is like, no one would expect a woman to take care of herself. They will indirectly, they will start feeling guilty for that. Why? Because they have so many people to take care of them first. So when my mom had my brother, he was actually very sick at initial days, so she was completely taking care of him. At that particular time she couldn't take care of herself. Obviously she also needed some rest and all. That has impact her health like to so bad. Still I will take her to hospitals, and the doctor will point it out, like just because she was so harsh on herself for all these years, now her health is not taking. So I feel so bad, why none of them took care of her, because I was very little. So it was very no very difficult situation for her. She stopped taking care of herself. So this has been happening over the years, and society is fine with it. If woman is not taking care of herself, it is okay, because you're taking care of your kids, that is your first priority. So I think in our generation that won't be there. My mom has made strictly that no matter you have kids, whatever, first you take care of yourself, you have your meal, and then you ask someone like your husband to take care of your babies. She's already preparing me for that. She doesn't want to see me to struggle as exactly how she's doing now. Like now her health is down because she didn't took care of herself over the years. So it is very important to have a me time to work out whatever it is, like female body, how it is changes. According to that, we should plan our health also, and we should take care of our health as important as we take care of our other kids' health, husband's health, or what. Okay.
So you mentioned, yes, now taking care of women's health, and that's sort of changing these days also. So do you think men play a major role? I think men also play a major
Yeah,
role
yeah.
in this generation where they're also taking care of their kids. It's
Yeah.
not all on women, right?
No.
So do you see that change with your friends, etc.?
Yeah. So some of my friends, they got married, and I'm so happy to see that they are fine, they can do their works and they can go to gym. That time their husbands will be taking care of their kids, and when they are back from gym they will be taking care and their husbands will go to gym. So it is exactly now 50-50. No one would put a pressure or expectations like you should take care of your husband, kids, everything. Even my brother, he will be cooking for me if I'm tired. I can ask my dad also, but my dad, he doesn't know to cook. That is a different thing. I will ask him why you didn't learn cooking from all these years you were with mom. You could have learned again. But my brother, he can cook. So this is again one more change. So I
Right.
will ask him, go make a tea. I'm very tired. And when he is tired, I will make. So it shouldn't be one pathways. So if he is tired, he will ask me. I will also make. So that has made women's life easier, a lot easier nowadays.
So at least we can say we're moving in the right direction.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
So would you like to add something to that change, Sangeeta?
Yes, of course, because now they are actually participating in different household chores also, and responsibilities for the kids also. Earlier, it was like primary mom's duty to take care of the kids and provide food and also serve. Okay, so now actually, though not exactly 50-50, but I have seen like lots of responsibilities spouses are taking, and they are also making it sure that if the woman or wife is traveling, so how to arrange everything. Because I can actually give my example. Some of the time I'll be traveling for professional or personal walk, and my husband is taking care nicely for my daughter, because she has to be dropped, and then uh, for breakfast and lunch, that preparation also will be there. So though cook will be helping in some of the aspect, but at least like packing those things and keeping it in proper place, so those things actually he is also sharing. And not only him, I have seen my so many male friends, they are also sharing the responsibilities. Not exactly equally, I won't say, but yes, they have started participating and they are doing it very nicely. So we should encourage those things so that they can actually make it 50-50.
Let's hope that's a change that comes about in the society,
Yeah.
right? That's a movement in the right
Yes.
direction, I feel. So, we spoke about how family supports, what are the challenges you face in personal and professional life. How do you think the workplace can support the upliftment of women or personal or mental health, etc., etc.?
Actually, many ways, because we are spending one third, we can say one third of our time, daily basis to our workplace. And if you have really cooperative colleagues, that actually I am glad I can say I have. And the company can provide some days work from home, because in a manufacturing company or R&D, actually you cannot do work from home. You have to be present in the office so that you can support the research and development. So some documentation part, when you have that time, you can definitely avail that work from home facilities. And also uh, mental health, some app also can help, if you are going through different kind of stresses. Stress is now part of life, so you cannot ignore that part, but how to deal with that situation. So in that case, company can help in training. Different app can also help in that. And also you can say that staggered timing, it is not like you have to punch at 8 o'clock. So our company is providing that also. You can come a little late and you can go a little late. So that is not at all a issue here. And it is like all cross functional understanding, team bonding, trust. In this way, I think company can help. And mutual understanding. So all these things actually can help in growth of the woman empowerment, we can say. And also uh, people will be really happy to work. So they can't be 100% stress free, but they can face the stress with happiness, with kind of energy. And it will be a really good place to work. Good to great, we can say great place to work. Yeah.
I think you touched upon a lot of
Yes,
aspects that we're
yes,
doing
yes.
currently. So, like you mentioned, the app, I think you were talking about the Silver Oak
Silver
app,
Oak app,
right?
yeah.
So, where there are
It's an
Tranquility app,
amazing
yeah.
app. So I
You've
have
tried
also,
that?
yes, I tried.
Yeah.
And it's really nice, for half an hour, maximum 45 minutes. You can interact with the trainer. It's really lovely. So
Okay.
I have
Nice.
attended many
Okay.
sessions. It's really nice.
Yeah. So, what about you, Sarvamati? So, when your friends are not available to be a personal therapist, do you think professional therapy can work?
Yeah, it can actually give like friends. We have to tell them like basically they will know us completely, but opening up to a stranger that we know they are not going to judge us anyway, that is like more important thing. So in that manner, that will provide us like one support. So most of the time, if it is too much to mental stress, too much to handle, it is easy to turn over to a stranger who is a trainer or who's through this kind of apps and all, so that we can completely be blind that okay, I don't know this person, it's okay to tell whatever I
Just to
can tell.
vent.
Yeah, so that will instantly makes me feel good, that will instantly will make me feel
Yeah.
good. That was wonderful thing, ma'am.
Mm. So you work a lot with men actually, to be honest.
Yeah.
So how do you think they support with, empowering you, supporting your problems if you have any?
Yeah, that actually I'm actually lucky to have understanding men's around me. Starting from my brother or anyone I'm working with, actually I'm like at a lucky place. So here I don't even have to give an explanation. If I'm telling that at this time I won't be available, they are fine to like okay, half an hour we will manage, and the same thing I will be doing to them. So and most of the time they will be like okay, it is getting dark at night. Can you go alone? It is fine. By they will cross check it, then I will also tell them okay, I can manage it by myself, it is okay, I can do it, it's not a big deal. So at workplace it is very much important to have understanding colleagues. Understanding
Yeah.
colleagues can make your work, even if it is too much, sometimes load will be there, like marketing people will be asking this report right now, you have to share it like that. At that time you have experiments also, you have report also. At that time if you have understanding colleague, they can handle that experiment, you can release that report. So this actually I'm very lucky to have that kind of colleagues with me.
So I think we're almost short of time also. So would you like to say anything before we close this session?
Yeah. So it is all about women are there for women, but I feel male are also there for women.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is a society of balancing both male and female, and both are amazing in their own way. If we can bridge the good qualities as well as challenges, and we will be talking more about like what we want from them, and also we should be listening what they want from us. So in this way only I think it can be a better place, better understanding, we can grow, and we can all mutually be very happy.
Would you like to add something, Sarvamati?
Yeah. So it is as ma'am said that it is equally important that we need men's support as well as women's support. So what I feel like, definitely there is a generation gap between ma'am's generation and my generation. So there are good things and there are pros and cons, like there are pros and cons. So it is our duty that to make them feel light and mingle with our generation. Don't be so hard on yourself, it is okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, we can order food one time from outside. It's okay if we kids cook, it is not delicious, but you took rest. That is fine. It's okay to be easy on yourself. That I think our generation, it is our generation's duty to put on them. Maybe they were so much disciplined and so much hardworking for all these years. They worked, they managed their professional life, personal life, everywhere they were expected. At some, like, it is a good thing that it has reduced on ourselves, and we should portray the same thing on them. We should tell okay, it's okay ma, it's okay, we are all there, we can handle, and we can make them feel lighter. Obviously they need rest. So this is what a point I wanted to add in this.
That's such a nice point. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's okay.
okay.
It's
Please
okay.
don't be hard on
Yeah.
yourselves. I think that's a very positive note to end on also. So one thing that is very interesting about this session is while there are differences, there are a lot of similarities across
Yeah.
generations too. So that's sometimes nice, sometimes not so much.
Yeah.
But still, I think let's end on the note, women and men, please don't be hard on yourselves.
It's
Live
okay.
your life. Live your life happily. That's at the end of the day, that's what everyone wants to
Yeah,
do,
sure.
right? Okay, thank you, Sangeeta. Thank you, Salvamati. So thank you everyone for tuning in.
And that's a wrap on this Women's Day special. From millennial burnout to Gen Z boundary setting revolution, one thing is clear that there is no one size fits all way to navigate life. So, to all the amazing women out there, whether you are breaking barriers, setting boundaries, or just trying to keep up, your journey is valid and your story matters. If this episode hit home, share it, tag your people, and let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, keep thriving, keep evolving, and most importantly, do it your way.